Okay, so I like the Groovy method on a string that allows you to execute it and get the text. In Java, there's a lot that you have to do to get that back. So I want to see how it's done and how to use Groovy from my Java code. Do a Gradle init. Do library. Let's do implementation language Groovy, because I'm going to try to debug it first. Build script DSL. Right now I'm familiar with Groovy. Fine. And then I prefer IntelliJ IDEA. I prefer to open the build.gradle. I think you can do it from the top level directory too, but this makes it sure that it's going to import. Open as project, trust project, this window. So here's my source main Groovy, library.groovy. Here's my test Groovy, library test. Let's add something to this real quick. For the when, let's do ls.execute.text. We'll do a print line. We're abusing this test method a little bit, but run it. And a legal reflective access operation has occurred. It did work though, look. So the working directory of the process was this project, and it did list everything. There's no result over here. Okay. So this is something about this particular testing library that I don't quite understand. We'll just comment that out, and we can rerun it. It'll probably succeed. We have to have something here. So I'm going to uncomment. So that did work. I would like to debug this to see how it works. So I'm going to debug the test. Okay, F7 is step into. And what do we have here? We're not really stepped in. Well, we're in print line. Can I do Control B on this? This is in Process Groovy Methods. I like this improvement on Javadoc. So this calls runtime, get runtime, exec, self. And returns the process. Now, how about text? Control B. So we do read the text of the output stream of the process, closes all the streams associated with the process after retrieving the text. IO Groovy methods that get text, new buffered reader, new input stream reader, self, which is a process, that get input stream. So we make a buffered reader around the input stream reader around the process's input stream, which from the process perspective is opposite. IO Groovy methods that get text. Read the content of the buffered reader and return it as a string. The buffered reader is closed afterwards. Here's the return value probably. I'm going to read up to 8K characters at a time. The number of characters read. We're going to keep on appending the characters read. We're going to try to read up to 8K characters at a time. So what if I could put a breakpoint here and now do F9? Okay, it didn't actually stop on get text. Let's try that again. I've got a breakpoint on process Groovy methods get text. F9. Oh, this time it worked. So IO Groovy methods get text. So if I go in here, F9. Okay. I wonder if I have to have the breakpoint set before I come in here, before I start the test. Okay, let's get rid of this breakpoint. F9. Try setting it here. debug, F9, okay. F8, answer is basically an empty string, while the number of characters read, 0, equals reader.read char buffer does not equal -1, -1 being the end of stream, append. So at this point, we've already got everything. Number of characters read equals 66. So we'll probably come back through one time and break out of the while loop. Reader temp equals reader. Reader equals null. Oh, so this, just make sure that we null out this reference. But we've got another reference, and then we close that. Reader, return answer.toString, text, there it is. So it's IO Groovy methods that get text.